What's going on, guys? Plastic Beach X3 back here with another One Piece sim video, and this time it's going to be a video for the Bonney strategy. So it's obviously OP07. Don't really want to play EB01 right now because Sakazuki's getting banned in like a week or two, and it just seems kind of pointless to play EB01 right now, and I also just don't have any tournaments going on. So I want to play the O7 stuff. And Bonney is probably the deck that I'm going to be playing the entire OP07 meta as like my number one strategy. And this is the list that I've liked the most so far and through all the testing I've done, which isn't like too much, but still moving some cards around, messing with the ratios. So we're going to be showing some games. Apologies that I haven't uploaded in a while. This is my new setup. As you can see, I just recently moved, so I was dealing with that. But we're here, back. Let's get into the deck profile. Obviously, Jewelry Bonney. When opponent attacks, once per turn, tap one, rest up to one of your opponent's leaders or characters. 5-drop Cavendish from EB01. 4 5-drop Cavendish from EB01. 2 Scratchman from EB01. 3 Captain Kidd from OP01. 4 Viola from 04. 4 Dofi. 4 Baby 5 2K. 4 Corazon Blocker. 4 Baby 5. 4 Hody Jones, which I think will quickly become the best card in the deck. It's probably the best card in the deck in a lot of matchups, and it's just really good. Like, this card is so broken. I think a lot of lists are gonna start with like 1 or 2, and then start to move up to 4 because this card is so broken. 1 9-drop Zoro. It's like just good into certain matchups, so you probably just should play one of it. I was playing like 2 and 3 at one point, but it's only good into certain matchups. So 4 Rogue from the new set, blocker, set, and then end of turn, set a Dawn active. The new Bonney testing 2 of this. I'm not even sure if I want to play it or not, but it seems okay, and it like adds to the ceiling of the deck, and it fills out the curves when you don't have Cavendish, so it's okay. On play, up to one of your opponent's rested characters or Dawn do not become active during the next refresh phase. Like 99% of the time, you're gonna hit the Dawn on curve, and then late game you can play this to like rest or keep or stun a Gecko, stun a Kid, stuff like that. But I would say 99% of the time you're tapping or you're stunning a Dawn. 4 Basil Hawkins, which is like super busted card. This card is so good. It's like really good into your worst matchups, which is like RP Law and Lucci. Um, so it's like just the best card in those matchups because it's super hard to remove, especially for Lucci. Um, yeah, great card. Blocker, 6-drop 7K. And then 2 of the Bartolomeo blocker. If this card is rested, if a character is rested by your own effects on your turn, you can draw a card, trash one card, so you can cycle. If you like tap a Bonney, cycle. If you tap something with Hody, that kind of stuff. But mostly it's a 3-drop, so it's like decently hard to. It's not just super easy to kill like Corazon is for Lucci, and then it's also a 4K, so RP Law has to invest some sort of Dawn into it to remove it. 4 Bonney Searcher to go with the Baby 5 Searchers, and then 2 of the whoever wins this war becomes Justice, the 0-drop +3 event. So let's go into the games. First game is against Ivankov. I'm going to go first, play the Baby 5. They're going to play the Buggy. I'm going to use the Baby 5, swing 5 at life. So this is an unranked game, and it's a pretty good showing of what the deck wants to do. Gonna just play a Baby 5, keep a Dawn open to tap the Buggy. I'm probably just gonna swing 5 into the Buggy after I use my Baby 5 here. Gonna take another 10-drop Dofi, play a Bonney, Can't take Zoro because he's not a supernova, funny enough, but he's just a Straw Hat Crew, so he's not searchable in this deck. Also, these first few games are with an old list, not the list that showed at the beginning. So I'm playing like 3 9-drop Zoros right now, 2 8-drop Kids, and then I just throughout the video I start switching up to end up where I'm at. But either way, gonna play another Bonney, try to punish them for not having any characters on field. They're gonna go 5 into the Bonney, dies, and then play the Luffy. See if they use his effect. So yep, they're gonna discard 2, bounce the Bonney, which is like fine. It's like super bad value for him. So I'm just gonna use the baby 5 here. I am at 5 life, so Hody is like really good, but I'm not gonna play Hody. I'm gonna play the Cavendish because Luffy can't bounce the Cavendish. Luffy can't bounce the Hody either, but Hody wouldn't do much for me in this spot. So I'm just gonna play the Cavendish. So maybe I'll Hody next turn. I'm gonna play Bonney, take a Basil Hawkins. So Basil is also really good into blue, into Boa, which is also one of your worst matchups. Not as good as it is into Lychee because like all their events bottom deck your cards rather than characters, so they can just tap their monsters before they try to remove it. Gonna go 8 into the Bonney. Of course, it's gonna die. Not use the effect. Gonna play Ivankov into an Inazuma. You're gonna be able to draw 2 cards at the end of the turn because of Inazuma, and now I can play the Hody, have some more Dawn with Cavendish, and we're just gonna go after board. Like against this deck, it's kind of awkward to go after board just because like it's Ivan and they're gonna draw cards. They're like rewarded for countering out of stuff. But if I can remove this Inazuma, it would be really nice and would thwart that strategy. So just gonna go 10 into the Inazuma. They don't have enough to protect it, so gonna swing 5 of life, keep it Dawn up so that I can tap either the Ivan or the Luffy. And I do think I am gonna play this at. I was not gonna play it at 2 speed, but I am gonna play it at 2 speed because Bonney, the games are gonna go really, really long. This video is gonna be super long if I don't. Going to play a Perona, search top 5, swing 9 at life, and using the leader ability, or sorry, the Luffy ability to bounce the baby 5. I'm going to use my ability to tap the Ivan, and we will use the 0-drop event in a 2K. Go 6, I will 2K that, just stay at 4 life. They're going to red rock. I'm staying at 4 life because like this game is going to go super long. So I'm going to go 6 at life, they'll take it, get my 2 Dawn back, go 5 at life, and play a baby 5, use the effect. Take the 2-drop blocker, pass turn. Arguably should have grabbed the 0-drop event there. Or like, yeah. My idea was like I'd be able to like continuously use the baby 5, but the Perona just obviously stops that. I'm gonna go 10 into the Luffy, kill the Luffy. Probably just gonna 5 or 10 drop again this turn. Go ahead and kill the Perona. I just remove characters on field. Actually, I'm gonna play the Zoro because I'm not in any danger of dying here, and then I can use the Cavendish and then play the Resonante. So that I can like clear his board next turn. He's gonna go 8 into the Cavendish. I'm just gonna block it after I tap the Ivan. So now I can like clear board with the Zoro, play 10 drop if I need to, or probably likely just play Cavendish. But he's gonna red rock the Zoro, so you know that sucks. Kind of forced into playing the 10 drop here now. Gonna go 6 into the play 10 drop, go 6 into life, get 2 Dawn back, go 10 into life, play the Resonante. I'm not gonna have my leader effect this turn, but that's fine. They're super low on cards, and I probably can just go for game next turn. Yep. So they're just gonna quit out there. Let's go into the next game here. It's gonna be against Black Yellow Luffy. They're gonna go Luffy, or sorry, go Garp into a 5-drop Luffy from OP07, the new one. I'm just gonna pass. They're gonna play Hiyori, take a life. and actually choose to replace it. Go 6. I'll just tap the Garp because I'll probably just swing into it next turn. I don't really have anything good to play here besides the Resonante. I don't even know if I want to play it because I know they have the 5-drop Luffy. So, but I'm gonna play it anyway. I'm not sure how good that is. He's gonna play the 5-drop Luffy from the starter deck. Use the ability. I'm just gonna tap it with my leader. Take the 5 hit. I do have the kid, so like kid is like broken against this deck. So I kind of just played to the kid. I'll go 5 of life because now they have the Luffy on field. I don't really have a reason not to. Gonna play Cavendish, get 2 Dawn back, and then I'll play the baby 5, take a 2K counter. Could have played Cavendish there, but I really wanted to use my leader ability to, because he's gonna have 2 like big swings this turn. He's gonna use the Luffy, go up to 2,000, go up 2,000, swing 8. I'm gonna use the effect, tap the leader. I'll take the 8 because once again I have kid. I could probably just kid next turn because I have Cavendish on the field. That's another reason to Cavendish and not Basil there. Plus, like Black Hill Luffy isn't famous for removing cards that easily, so like Basil is just a 6-drop 7K blocker in this matchup. He's gonna play the Sabo. Yeah, remember this guy was playing super slow in real life. I'm gonna go 5 into the Hiyori, play the kid, go 6 into life, just to get my Cavendish ability off. And once again, like the fact that he has Luffy doesn't really matter that I swing into life anymore because he's just gonna burn himself anyway. I'm probably just gonna, put it down under kid, play the Corazon with the kid ability, and then hold up 1 so I can tap the Sabo next turn. Yeah, like I said, this guy was playing super slow. I'm gonna decide to block 1K. Probably doesn't matter in the long run. Um, like I said, use the kid's ability, play the Corazon. Gonna use the leader ability. He's not even at 10 Dawn, so you can't Gecko. Yeah, I think he just quits out here. I was gonna go 8 into 9 or 8 into 8 on just 1K or 2K, whatever. And yeah, he quits out after doing nothing for like 2 minutes straight. So we'll go into the next game. Against Yamato, green yellow Yamato with the new Wano stuff, so he's gonna be able to utilize the new Otama Searcher. It's also a 2K. I'm just gonna play the Corazon against Yamato specifically because obviously they're just gonna pile swing. He's gonna go 6, and I don't have a 2K in hand, so I would kind of have to block here. He's gonna You Can Be My Samurai, draw 2 cards by tapping the Yamatos. I'm gonna swing into the Yamato because I want to drain him of resources, and then play the Urog blocker plus my leader ability. So he's gonna tap the blocker, go 7 at life, which is fine. I can't afford to take it because I do have the kid. So and I'm also a 5 life leader. Gonna swing into the Ezo, play Cavendish, play Bonney, or sorry, Baby 5, take a 2K counter Baby 5, and then get the Dawn back with Urog. So could have swung 6 with leader, but it's whatever, he's gonna die anyway. I'm gonna go 7 at life, I'm gonna use the ability, tap the Otama, and I'll actually take this one again. I might as well because I'm already at 3, so all his triggers are live. I might as well get as many cards as I can. For the kid I'm going to play this turn with the Cavendish ability, I can swing 5 at life here and not fear like a Nami or anything because I can see the top life. But he's going to choose to block with the Momo, and I'll just make him discard a card by swinging into it with Cavendish, get the Dawn back, put one under kid. Use the ability, play Corazon, and then I misplay thinking that I needed to keep a Dawn up for my leader ability, but I forgot I had Urog on the field. So I could have baby 5'd and still had a Dawn because of Urog. He's going to use the Ezo, tap the Urog, forget that kid is a card, try to swing 6, doesn't work. So instead, I'm going to get frustrated, go 9 into the kid. I'm going to tap it, tap a Dawn, tap his leader, just 2K counter that, and then play Hiyori, Hiyori into Momo, Momo, put Ezo at the bottom. Cool play. Also draw a card off Hiyori. But now I can probably just 10 drop Cavendish. Swing into the Momo, get the 2 Dawn back. He's going to let it die. I'm going to go 5, 9, and then in turn with the Urog, I get the Dawn back. So once again, could have played around the Momo with the leader swing if I would just order my attacks correctly. He's going to play Yamato and kill the Urog, which, is fine. I'm going to play Hody because I do have kids, so not really fearing dying right now. I'm going to go 6 with the Cavendish, get the Dawn back into the Momo. He's going to 1K, then I'll go 9 into the Yamato, just keep making him discard cards. You want to starve Yamato as much as possible, from what I know and my experience. So, and like, Corazon just protects you against Hody, so finally lets the Momo go, leaves the Yamato. It's fine. I keep my leader ability, so he's only going to get 1 swing this turn anyway. And he's going to go 10. I will tap the leader and block. Plays a Hody. It's fine. Gonna go 12 into kid, and I do have the counter, so I'll just 2-2-1. And now I can just once again start picking at his board, play the Urog so I can capitalize off the Cavendish, go 8 with the Cavendish, get the 2 Dawn back. Go 9 with the kid, 5 at life, 9 with Hody, 10 with Dofi, and just leave 4 up, leave 5 up. There's not much you can do here, just given how much counter I have in hand. Like Hody would be kind of crazy, but yeah, still have the counter to beat it. Gonna go into an Ezo, tap the blocker, and then go, whatever into life, and I'll have the counter for it. So, and even if I didn't have the counter, it was game anyway. So now we're gonna go into a game against blue yellow ace. Uh, they're gonna. I chose to go second, so they pass on 1. I'm gonna play the baby 5, get a search with the search the 10 drop Dofi. Gonna go 8 into life, not swing at the baby 5, which is interesting. But I guess I can't really use the baby 5 that much anyway for the next few turns because I'm going to go like Urog, probably Cavendish. But he is going to bot deck the Urog, swing 6. I'll 2K that one as to not go down too much because I do not have the kid right now. So now my play might change into the Cavendish maybe 5 search. Because I won't have the one Dawn. Not that the one Dawn would matter. It would have mattered if you would have played a monster. If you would have played a monster, then I may probably go Cavendish, keep the Uro. Or I'm sorry, play the Basil. But I'll use the baby 5, go 5 at life, and have enough to go Cavendish, Bonney, search for a 2K, I believe. Nope, actually whiffed off the Bonney. He's going to use his leader ability, put Shirahoshi to the top, and then play Viola, which is a blocker that lets you put the top card of your life face down. So just going to stack a Shirahoshi, essentially. I'm going to go 5 at life after playing the Basil. I know it's not a Nami or anything, so I can swing with the leader first. And then still have use Cavendish ability, get 2 Dawn back, still have enough to double search here. Leave 1 Dawn up to tap the Viola. He's going to do the leader ability again, get another Shirahoshi, and then just going to Thunderbolt Pudding me. Which is like, pretty crazy. But he's going to go 8 at life. I probably have to take it and tap the Viola because I don't have a 2K in hand at the time. Just going to go... yeah, probably going to play the Zoro. Go 1 into the blocker and kill it. Play Zoro and leave a Dawn up. Is there a need to tap the blocker? Probably not. Probably shouldn't tap the blocker. Gonna put 2 Dawn under leader, use the ability, put a Satori to the top, then play Hiyori, get the Satori back, and put whatever he wants at the top. And then going to swing 1 into the Bonney, which was probably a misplay because I'm just going to use my leader ability, tap his leader, and then he's going to swing 9 with the pudding. And I'll take it. I'm going to go 5 at the pudding, see if he wants to give up a 2K. Which I think he does, yeah. But then I'll just tap the Cavendish because Cavendish isn't as good anymore if they only have 1 swinger. Like the blocker aspect of him, I mean. And then I can use the baby 5, get a 2K baby 5, swing 9 at life. Do not use the effect. And then I can use the effect and then restand him again. So I am going to use all the abilities of the Zoro there. A lot of times you only use like 1 or 2. You kind of just like swing, don't use the effect to feel out what's going on. If they like hit a trigger or something, you can pivot into like a Hody. I don't know, but probably not Hody. But he's just going to go 15 and yeah, easy block. So 9, 9, and a billion for game. We'll go into this will probably be the last one of the video, and then I'll save the other ones for other videos because this is getting pretty long. So go into multiple games against Perona here. I think there's at least 2 in this video, and then I have more later. But this is against my friend Money. He's just gonna play Bonney, pass. They're gonna pass, and then I'll use Bonney. Search for, I believe, the Cavendish. Swing 6 at life. They'll take it. Gonna swing 5 into the Bonney and play Otama. Search for the Momonosuke. Play Momonosuke. And use Momonosuke. Take You Can Be My Samurai. And then play Bellamere. Bellamere is a really cool card in the Perona deck with the Wano stuff. It lets you -1 cost to a character, give your leader plus 1,000 for the turn, and then also just like a 1 drop so that you can tap it with You Can Be My Samurai. So I'm going to go 5 into the Momo, play the Cavendish pass. They're obviously going to be able to out this if they have a Ryuma. Going to use the Bellamere to -1 cost to the Cavendish, tap it with leader ability, play another Bellamere so that You Can Be My Samurai, draw 2 cards. And then they don't have a Ryuma, so they have to swing 10 into the 6. I think I counter out of this because I really need to kill these Bellameres on the field, and I know that the Perona deck plays Isho, so it just makes sense when they're going to 8 Dawn to counter out of there. They're gonna go 5. I'm gonna tap the Otama and take it. Then, like I said, I'm gonna play Isho. Top deck a Hody. Um, Probably not worth to play it. So I'm just gonna play another Cavendish. Just another thing for them to out that they can't out essentially. And then go 7, get 2 Don back, go 7 again. Have enough to play the Urog and then Urog's effect at the end of the turn. Get a Don back so that I can use my leader ability. They're gonna put 1 under Isho, make -3 cost to everything. Be able to tap the Basil here. Swing 10 into the Cavendish, and I'll just take the block because like Urog's already got his value. He's yeah, no need to milk him anymore. And like Cavendish is probably just better than Urog. He's gonna play Gecko, play Hiyori, Otama, search off the Otama, and then play You Can Be My Samurai. Tap the Hiyori and the Geckos, draw 2 cards, and then be able to play Hiyori's effect. Play Ryuma to kill my Cavendish, which is broken combo there. Gonna go 7 into life. I'm just gonna play the 10 drop, so 5 into life, 7/7. Freeze the 3 biggest monsters on the field. Still gonna put 1 under Isha to -3 cost everything. If they do go like Sabo and stuff, I can Hody Jones, so feeling relatively safe here. And like, it's not like Cavendish loses his ability when he's tapped, so if they does try to Ryuma it or something, I can just tap the Ryuma that they played, tap the Otama, whatever. And now, I can tap the Sabo. Yep, so they just concede there. And we talk about it for a little bit. We'll go into the next game. Looks like they're going to choose to go first. So I'm going second. I have a Zoro in hand. I think this is when I was playing more than one Zoro still. But I'll keep it because it has Cavendish, or not Cavendish, but Basil. Gonna go maybe 5, search the Cavendish. He's gonna go 5 into it. It dies, and then play Momo, search for Otama, play Otama, search for Izo, and then play Momo. So I'm at 4 Dawn, and there's no reason to play anything here. Yeah, the Corazon is just gonna get outed extremely easily, and I can't even. And if like I just let them tap it, swing into it, then I can't draw a life card. Um, so just no point in playing anything in that turn. They're gonna You Can Be My Samurai, swing 5, play Otama, play Momo, and then misplay. I think they're supposed to play the Bellamere there, so that kind of just sealed the deal, I think. But even if they played the Bellamere, I'm not exactly sure what they could have done. Um, because like Cavendish is extremely hard to remove for them. Like even if they could go Bellamere into Suru here and then play, use leader ability, tap it, play Ryuma, then I can just tap the Ryuma at the very least, if not the Otama, whatever. So they're gonna You Can Be My Samurai, draw 2 cards. Go 8 into life, and I'll just take it. Play Momo, tap Momo, search, and then played another You Can Be My. Oh no, they didn't even search. They played another You Can Be My Samurai. So I'm gonna just clear the Momos first and foremost, and just play another Basil. And at this point, I had to go do laundry, so we paused for a minute, and then when we came back, he just forfeited. There wasn't much he could do. The writing was kind of on the wall already. Like his entire graveyard is filled with 1-drops right now, and events. So like his Gecko in hand doesn't do anything, and even if it did, like I just probably next turn I just like play Zoro, like and just win from there with my Cavendishes that or my Basils that cannot be KO'd. But whenever be on the lookout for the next video. I'm gonna go over these games right here. So and possibly some more. But here's the deck one more time. Those were the games with it. This is what I ended up with. So this isn't what was in the video, but the next video should have this list specifically with the Bonnies, because I wasn't even playing Bonnies in that first one, or the Bartholomews. Um, more Zoros, less Kid. I was at 2 for a little bit, and then I moved up to 3. I think I was on 4 Dofi the whole time, so I cut that for these next series of videos. But either way, this is how I like to play it. 4 Hody I think is a must, and I think it's going to be a trend going forward. Either way, GG's to all those guys. Make sure to subscribe to Plastic Beach X3 for more One Piece videos, and peace.